Hi, y'all. I know it's been a while since I've been on. I just came on today to talk to you guys. So the title of my video is a happy medium. Uh, some will marry wealthy, some will marry rich, some will marry middle class, and if you're poor, you shouldn't even marry until you find somebody with some money. Oh, so So a happy medium. Okay. Some ladies, and y'all know I'm always real. Okay. Y'all know I'm always real. So I'm gonna skip past the sugar coating and I'm just gonna go straight into it because time is valuable. Okay. Some ladies will never marry wealthy. They will never even marry rich. They may have to just settle for middle class. Okay. Let's keep it real. So if you're gonna settle for millionaire, if you're going to settle for a rich dude, or if you're going to settle for a average, middle class man, you don't have to work, even if you marry middle class. Okay, middle class men can support their wife and kids. Um, you know, they can. So, hey y'all. But you're just going to have to understand that you're not going to have everything the wealthy and the rich dudes, give their wives. But I would rather, and I'm going to say this, you can always work from home or start your own business or whatever, or you don't have to leave and go work elsewhere if you want to, but that should be an option. Hey, so I'm saying that because a lot of women have the wrong mentality these days. Mentality. Mental, actually, that's what it means. But I stress the word men because women want to basically outdo a man. I ain't saying we can't. Believe me, I can outdo everybody all day. I can run circles around certain men. Not every man, but men, some men, a lot of men. A lot of the dusties I run circles around. A lot of the middle class, hey, Layla, we can run circles around. That's not a challenge anymore. We already know what we can do. So the point is to let them catch up to us or let them take care of us for one time. Okay. They used to until you thought that you could outdo them. We are okay. So now that we know that we can, just like the lady that doesn't want to wash dishes, she keeps breaking them and dropping them. So she didn't have to anymore. Okay. Just like the women that don't want to cook, they burn everything on purpose so they don't have to anymore. So now that we know what we are capable of, congratulations, ladies. And Michaela Pink did a video kind of like this, but it was about feminism. And it's on point. Y'all need to check that out if y'all haven't. But it kind of reminded me that every woman can have a provided for life. It just depends on, you know, what you want. Okay, so now that we know we can do everything a man can do, not everything, but we could earn money, we could take care of ourselves, we can get paid. Okay, now that we know that, and we don't have to worry about it anymore, think about it anymore, and figure out if we can do it or not. Let's focus on what can they do for us now. Okay, because the point is that even though we can make it in a man's world, we need to also be able to make it in a female world or make it in, as a feminine woman in a masculine world that's turning feminine. Okay. So since the world is going more towards going more feminine, you're not going to make it if you're masculine, not as a woman. As a man, fine, you're good. Thank you, Lassie, for the donation. I appreciate that. So if you're going to make it as a feminine woman in a feminine world, you got to be feminine, not feminist. Okay. Because we already know we can do what a man can do. That's not an issue anymore. But most successful women, if you look at the most successful women, most of them are feminine. Okay. They may have a masculine way of, going towards business, but for the most part, they're feminine. Okay. So keep yourself up because we all know that looks are important. We all know that. We all know that. Don't lie and say you don't because I'm telling you. Make sure you keep your mental up. You can play dumb, but you need to really be smart behind the scenes. In order to play dumb, you got to actually be smart so you know what to play dumb with. Okay. You like my mug? I can't eat donuts because I'm back on my regimen, so I can drink out of a donut. So we have to realize that we can have the lifestyle we want. We just gotta be real with ourselves. We gotta be real with ourselves. Now, there are ladies that I've seen and witnessed, snag a millionaire, no problems. There are ladies that I've seen snag a rich man, no problems. There are ladies that snag middle class man, no problems. Which one are you, and which one do you need to stay realistic and focused on? Okay, because there's many women out here being disappointed because and I don't mean to be evil and rude, okay, because I'm not saying I'm the best looking thing in the world. I am not, because there's women thousand times more beautiful than I am. But you have women that are not leveled up enough to even get a rich man or a middle class man, and they're trying to get millionaires. So we got to keep it realistic. Okay. And we know the formula that most, keyword most, men of means like, but we tend to not consider that when we're trying to date or, you know, freestyle or whatever. So y'all have to keep that in your mind. Okay. Mhm. Um, Thank you. I'm forever a fan. Oh, thank you, Miss Faust. So the formula is you got to look better than them and you have to fit into their world. And most wealthy men like thinner, smaller women that are feminine and classy or classy sexy. Okay. And that's for them to consider you seriously, not just for sugar daddy relationship, or that's not just for a couple of dates and then they're on to the next. That's for if you want to secure the bag or maybe be long-term girlfriend or marriage material. Okay, so a lot of women are going to have to change everything about themselves to even get a middle class man. Everything. Okay. I have a lot of ladies that are trying to get into the groups, and I have to look at their pictures and things, and what are your goals? A, B, C, and D. Some of y'all have goals way too high for what y'all are working with. And that's the sad truth, unless you work on yourselves first. That's why we always talk about leveling up, because you can't get that type of person if you're not what they even want. Okay. So, you know, if you're not, you can put on all the clothes in the world, all the wigs in the world, all the makeup in the world. But if you don't fit into their lifestyle, if you're not at the size that's deemed attractive to them, they're going to bypass you. That's it, you know? So there are, like, well, I always say exceptions to the rule. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But you're not, are you going out for exceptions to the rules? Are you going out against the odds? Are you freestyling every night that in order to meet those odds? No, you're not. hmm So if you think you're going to be one of the ones that are the exception, that means you would have to go out every night of the year in order to find somebody to fully take care of you, with what you're trying to accomplish, with what you look like. Okay. So, but you do have the option to change yourself in order to secure a provider man. Okay. It just takes work. You just have to do it. You can't just dress it up and suck it in at, if you're not working on like losing weight. If you're almost 300 pounds, you're gonna have to lose weight. That's just common sense. Okay? Like serious. If you're almost uh-huh. So if you're under 5'5" and you weigh over 155, you're gonna have to lose weight in order for people to even want to take care of you. That's just it. Okay. Um, when I met James, I was not overweight, you know. So that's what it takes. And I'm not downing anyone, or I'm not being sizist, because y'all see me gain weight and lose weight, and gain it back and probably lose it again. The whole point is you got to secure the bag before you can go do that. Okay. Um, and the whole thing about being thick, what are you trying to attract at thick? You know, if you know you can't get a wealthy man, and you know middle class men may like thick, then fine, go for that. Most men of means don't like super thick. Okay. Um, mhm. I got two drinks going on, water and coffee. So you just gotta think, good. You lost 40 pounds? Awesome. Um, you look good either way. She was, thank you. Yeah, I got a millionaire and keep him because of your help. Thank you. Well, good for you, Kaya. Kaya Kai. Get you everything you can get, girl. And see, I want people to do well. I like when I hear stories like that. It just makes me happy because that's what y'all deserve. That's what women deserve. They deserve to have whatever they want in life. That's how I feel. Women deserve to have whatever they want in this life. And that's what I'm going to think until the day I die. And I'll tell you why women deserve to have whatever they want in this life, because we create life. We allow life to come to this planet, human life anyway. So we should have what we want in this life. Period. If we love ourselves and we put ourselves first and we're realistic about ourselves, we can get whatever we want in this life. Or at least we can be happy and not have to, sacrifice much in order to have what we want. Okay. Um, so that's what I feel. We shouldn't be struggling. We shouldn't be upset. We shouldn't be sad and depressed because of A, B, C, and D. We should use our brain, keyword brain, not heart, unless it's for self love and the love of your children. But we need to use that for ourselves, you know. Um, I agree. Men don't want to think that at all. Sure, I am your pick me. Well, men don't think that at all. Well, it doesn't matter what they think. It matters what you think. A man can think whatever he wants, but you can change his thoughts as a woman, because the number one thing a man thinks about is sex. So if they want it from you, then they can change. You can change their thoughts. Okay. People can train a dog. People can train uh, zoo animals. People can train circus animals. So what makes you think that you can't teach a man how to treat you? I ain't gonna say train because they're not animals. But what makes you think you can't teach a man how to treat you? Of course, it's still free will, but everything depends on one thing: how much you value yourself and love yourself. So if you walking around loving yourself, they gonna have to love you. That's it. If you walking around don't, if you walk around not loving yourself, then they don't have to love you. They don't. And if you can't get a man walking around loving yourself, that man wasn't going to love you in the first place. You see? So I know a lot, and I'm rolling my eyes on purpose. Let me do it again so y'all can see one of my contacts go up and down. A lot of women still out here about looks and swag, and I'm about to let y'all have looks and swag. Okay, I'm about to let y'all. I'm about to put y'all in the pick me category and leave you there with no lifeline. About to do that because it is 2019. If you still thinking like that, either you under 22 or you belong over there. How you doing? Okay, it's about looks for us, not them. Especially if you want to be provided for and loved. Okay. If you about looks and swag, that's like trying to get a celebrity with a million options to choose you and be faithful and give you money. That's the dumbest, stupidest thing that anyone could ever do. The whole time you're gonna be wondering where he is, why he ain't texted back. Did he find somebody better? You know, I'm so lucky to have him. But how come he don't treat me right? Why didn't I get a Christmas present? Why do I have to buy everything? Why do I have to buy all the food and the groceries? Why do I have to pay the bills? Because he's cute. The same reason he'll pay for your bills and buy all your food and buy your car if you're cute and he's not. You see? The same exact way. So you got to make a choice. Do you want to look at him or do you want him looking at you? Uh-huh. I think I want him looking at me. I don't care about looking at him. I can't see anywhere when I take these contacts out. Everything is a blur. Blur, blur, blur. So I don't care. I'm like Stevie Wonder, whatever. I'm serious. Y'all think I'm playing. I take my contacts out, everybody look like a blur. So you see, it really doesn't matter. I can imagine any face in that blur that I want. Bird box, exactly. See? Nothing to fear, but fear itself. Um, thank you. Thank you, B girl. I am about to spend money on my teeth whitening and fixing it necessary for super wealthy men to be competitive. Yes. Anything that you can fix, fix. You know, shoot, if you think that you'll be better with it, then go get it. You think you don't need it at all? If you're having luck and it's not discouraging you, then don't get it. Whatever. You know. Um, how to get your neighbor. Don't. That's ghetto. Unless he has a huge house and money. Why would you want your neighbor? That's just some ghetto stuff right there. Unless he got money. And he plan on paying your bills too. Okay, I'm sorry. Sure, I just turned 47. Is it too late? It's never too late if you look good, baby. Look good. Here's a little pixie dust. Thank you, XX Amaris. Thanks for the donation. I appreciate that. Um, I'm sorry. Shira, what do you think about self-tanning? I, if it works for you, go ahead and do it. I mean, I never self-tanned because I don't have to, but I think if you have to and you want to, go ahead. Sure, I had a boyfriend with very good salary, but I lost him. Need to get nope, don't go backwards. Keep it moving. If you're going backwards, you're going back in time and you're going back and you're leveling down. Go change it. If he wants you back, he'll let you know. The best thing you can do is improve yourself and let him come back and chase you because he sees what he lost. But never go backwards. I would never go backwards. Ever. Because see this, if James and I broke up or he left me, The next time y'all see me on YouTube, it's gonna be nicer than this. Okay, because I don't move backwards. I move forward. Okay. If you moving backwards, something wrong with you. And that's exactly why he left you, because you move backwards. Stop doing that. All right. Sorry, sometimes I have to tell the truth, even though it hurts. Shoot. I'd be dang if I don't improve. If I'm gonna go through all the drama of a divorce, a separation, packing, moving, relocating, it's gonna be better. I promise you. I ain't finna do all that work for free and nothing. Mm-mm. If you're gonna be mad and emotional about something, you better have something better waiting. Okay. If you broke up or lost your man, you had better had a really good reason. Okay. Take all those emotions out of it because men just don't care like you think they do. Thank you, Kaya K. Thank you for these live chats and alchemy videos, guys. Oh, thank you. So I'm not breaking up with anybody unless it's gonna benefit my pockets. That's the whole reason, you know. If it's not benefiting my pockets, I'm not breaking up. I ain't leaving. I ain't doing nothing stupid to jeopardize what I have going that's beneficial for me. Mm-mm. And some of y'all ladies let your emotions get in the way of your goals. And that's why you don't have the person you want and you're not getting the benefits that you can get. Okay. You need to weigh out the situation before you react. What is the future going to look like if I dump him? Am I going to want him back? Probably, especially if I'm just in my feelings. So even if you want to dump him in your mind, maybe go out and date other people, but still keep him for real. Like, don't break up with him. Break up with him in your mind. Go see what else is out there, but keep him tagging along. Okay. You don't have to break up with somebody. That's not going to do nothing but free them up to date other people. Are you done? Right? People do that kind of stuff and it's crazy. Look, if you tired of him and you want to teach him a lesson which you'll never learn anyway, just go date and don't break up with him. When you get tired and you see what's really out there and you don't like it, you always just stop dating. And you still got your man. Okay? So, once you did 50-50 and eventually left, but I went back because now he's paying 100%. Well, see, that's beneficial. As long as it's beneficial, that's all that matters, you know. But you don't go backwards if it's not beneficial, right? Does love exist? Of course. I love my children, love my cat. I love how my husband provides for us. We love our family. We love it all. But there are different types of love. Thank you, Sabs Downey. Okay, I'm super slender, but I know how to do my hair. Makeup, should I do the level up? Da, da, da. You have one sugar daddy. Well, I can't really see your photo because it's so small, but you may qualify for the gold digging group or the level up. So yeah, write me. Thank you, Lauren Craig, and thank you for the donation, by the way. Your messages are always on time. Thank you. But do you love your husband? Of course I love my husband. Okay. You can adopt a straight dog and love a dog. Learn to love a dog. That comes with time. And when you're used to somebody, okay? You know what? You can love anybody. Okay. You can love anybody. Go down to the shelter and just close your eyes and pick any dog. Bring it home, have it there for a couple of months, and you're gonna love it in 3 months, I promise you. Okay. And the dog ain't even paying bills. Imagine if he was paying bills and taking care of business and buying gifts and giving you cars and nice houses. You see? So there's my point. You can love anybody, anything, any dog, any cat, any man. I'm just being honest. I'm not saying men or dogs are or cats or pets, but you can love anything if you choose to. If they're treating you right and they recognize how to love you and they're loyal and they're good and they want you to be happy, don't you think that love will come instead of chasing somebody who you have to work for their love? That's what most people think love is, something you have to work for. No, love is something that comes automatically and it comes with time. That's the best type of love, the one that lasts the longest. If you see somebody and you're already in love before you even open your mouth, that's the wrong one. Because just as fast as it comes, that's how fast it leaves. If it takes you time to fall in love with somebody or to love somebody and get to know somebody, that means it's going to stay because it was built, not lusted. Because most of y'all think love is lust and it ain't. Okay. Y'all be in a relationship living with somebody for 5 years, but not married. That ain't love. Okay. Y'all be in a relationship living with somebody and paying half the rent, bills, whatever, whatever. Talking about he love you. Okay. Um, the whole point is you can love anybody, especially if they paying half the rent. Okay. But will he love you and pay the whole rent or the whole mortgage or buy you a house or ask you to marry him or buy you a ring or get you Christmas gifts every year that you actually want? Will he do any of that? Some of y'all are fooling yourselves. Y'all's men don't love you. They tolerate you and they got free room and board or at least half price room and board. If you're in a dusty relationship and you want to test your dusty relationship and you can afford to test your dusty relationship, if you can afford it with money to test your dusty relationship, test it. Ask him to pay all the bills. When he says no, or if he says no, you got your answer. Okay. He said Michelle Obama didn't love Barack when they first met. She gradually fell in love with him. See? Okay. So, like I said, and just because you marry somebody middle class don't mean they're going to stay middle class. They had to get middle class from somewhere. And just because you marry someone rich don't mean you won't end up wealthy. Because they may, just for having a woman like you, they may strive harder to get paid more. Thank you, Dolores Snooty, for the donation. And that's what makes a man want more out of life, his woman. You start off medium, mediocre, middle class. Ain't nothing wrong with being middle class. You know, even if you start off poor, if he's trying to date above his means, he's going to go harder. He's going to try to earn more. He's going to try to figure out how to make more money so he can keep that type of woman because that's a status symbol in itself. So you can always level up in your lifestyle no matter what you marry. But the whole purpose is to marry a provider, because if they're providing and they see you and they're happy to have you, they're going to have to keep providing to keep you. Okay. So people are saying, I don't love my husband. Well, I've been here for almost 20 years. So y'all don't love yourselves, because if you did, you would have something to offer a woman. Most of the men and the ladies who are saying, I don't love my husband, y'all don't love yourselves because you don't even have a man to love you from loving yourself. Okay. Men respond to you. Okay. I didn't read any of the comments because they're going too fast, but I see a little bit here and there. So the whole point is, if I love myself, anybody gonna love me that comes into contact with me that wants a relationship. They gonna love me. And the reason any woman can love anybody else is because she loves herself. So if I don't love myself, I'm not going to know how to love my husband or keep a husband or keep any type of relationship. But since I've been married and been with the same person for 19 years, 18 years, I mean, there's something there. Yep. Been with James since 2001. Been married since 2006. Okay. So it's obvious it's working. That's right. So when you were 6, see, and see, some of y'all don't understand. It's not love that keeps a relationship together. It ain't love that keeps it together. You know what keeps it together? It is self-love. If I didn't love myself, I wouldn't have anything to do but worry about what he's doing, or, always want to be up under him, or always paranoid about what he's doing, or insecure about something. And that right there is what messes up most relationships. Not having your own thing to do, not having your own life, not having your own personality, not having your own confidence in yourself to not have to worry about stuff all the time and be super extra emotional about everything, even the person's tone. You know, I don't care. I'm gonna do me, and I'm gonna always do me till the day I die. I'm gonna be doing me. Okay. And that's exactly why he's home all the time, sitting right next to me, because he already know I'm gonna do me. And so when you do yourself, that's sounds funny. When you love yourself, other people love you just as much. You know why? Because you don't need them. You choose them. When you are needy, emotionally needy, overly um, emotional, they feel like you need, keyword need them. And not in a good way, but in a way that they don't want to give. No one wants an emotional, weird, vibe all the time. They don't know if you mad or not. They don't know if how many times they texted today was good enough or not. They don't know when they walk in the house if you gonna throw something at them, argue with them, start something. They don't know because you're too emotional and you're unpredictable when it comes to those emotions. But when they know you don't care, when you don't care at all, they're home every night at the same time bringing you stuff. Here, baby, we got some. I got you this, I got you that. Because they already know you don't need them. You chose them. And because you chose them, you can easily choose another. You don't need that one. So that's the key to a long relationship. Choose you, always choose you, and keep choosing you, no matter what. I know it sounds selfish, but try it. It'll work. I promise you. Mm. And James did a few things that really made me mad, and it was the stupidest thing. But it made me mad. But I didn't react. Y'all wanna know what it was? Y'all gonna laugh because it was stupid. Okay, y'all know how I love my cups and mugs, right? Well, I think y'all probably saw it in another old video. Well, I bought like a $20 cup, not this one, and he threw it in the trash, thinking it was trash by accident. Now I looked for that cup for like a month, and he knew he had threw it away. And finally he admitted it. Well, I didn't know what it was. And I was so mad. But then I had to stop myself and laugh. I said, well, you can just buy me another one. It's your money anyway. $20 in the trash. And I laughed. He ain't never threw a cup away since. But I could have really gotten mad right there because I was looking for a cup for a month. But I said, oh, well, I'll just buy another one with your money, a more expensive one. And if you throw that away, you're going to keep throwing your own money away. But sometimes you have to look for the joke in the whole situation. And that's one type of advice I can give any woman. Look for the joke in the situation. Look for the humor. Find the humor. If you find the humor, you can calm down. I promise you. After being married all this time, being with the same person all this time, if you find something to laugh at, your problem and your argument or your whatever will be over faster than it started. We just laugh at each other now. Whenever we can't even argue no more because we just laugh. I'm like, we try, but it don't work because we just laugh at each other. Like, you ain't going nowhere. Might as well sit back down, put them house shoes back on. You ain't going nowhere. Where you going? I mean, we don't even argue. I mean, like maybe once a year, if it's not even a real argument. But seriously, Uh-huh. Um, so do you suggest always acting like you don't need him? When do you show interest? You show interest. You show that you like him. You show that you want, keyword want, not need, to be there. For example, I never dated really young guys, seriously. But if you have one of them video game playing dudes, if when you walk in the house or you look cute or whatever, and they don't pay any attention to you, then go do something else. You know. If but first when you say, "Hey baby, da, 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 let's do this and this," and they don't respond and they ignore, then get your purse, take yourself somewhere, go freestyle. And the reason I say that is because you don't have to choose them. You gave them your precious time. You dressed up for them. They didn't even look up. They didn't even see what you look like for the day. So somebody else, you can't wait mess up. You can't waste all that makeup and hair. You need to go somewhere and let somebody see it. Okay. And that's exactly why men don't like their women wearing makeup and hair. Because when they choose to ignore you, they know you can't go out and let somebody else see it. So you're gonna stay right there and feel needy and unwanted just like they want you to feel. But if you looking cute and they know what you're gonna do, if they don't respond, guess what? As soon as you walk in the door, that TV is going off, that video game is going off, and you getting all that attention because they know what you expect and they know what you're going to do if you don't get what you want. Plain and simple. You know, that's it. So when you teach someone how to treat you, it's how you treat yourself. If I walk in a house looking cute, smelling good, hair done, makeup done, nails done, if I spend all this time trying to make myself look good for a man and he don't respond to me, I'm gonna go grab my stuff, my purse, spray some more perfume on, freshen up my look, freshen up my hair, maybe change my clothes to something better, and I'm finna walk right past them again out the door. I'm going to the store. I'm going to Sephora. You know how long it takes me there? You know, go shop, spend some of that money. So make sure you know how to treat yourself. You don't beg anybody for their attention. That's number one. If you're begging somebody for attention, you don't love me, you don't appreciate me. That's why they don't love you and that's why they don't appreciate you because you need it. You don't want, you don't have any choices. You have no options. So they can do whatever they want. Okay. Work in a very visible career. Oh, you work in a very visible career from a known family in the city. Should I navigate these very small circles? Fake name, fake, yeah, fake name, fake whatever. I really wouldn't even care. I'm gonna be me, do what I need to do. But if you think a fake name is good, use it. People have told me that they've seen me doing certain things. I said, I have a cousin, and I really do have a cousin that looks sort of like me, not anymore, but she used to a long time ago. But I was like, oh, that's probably my cousin. But it really was. And they thought it was me. I'm like, I don't talk to men like you. That's not me, darling. Yeah, you right. She was a little bit different. Yes, she was. Um, she likes Dusties. I don't. That's what I meant to say. Your husband filed for divorce. He makes good money. And now I feel like I lost out on financial security. What do I do now? Beg him. Girl, if your husband filed for divorce, he don't want you no more. Start over and get you something better. Okay. If he went and filed for divorce, it's over. He don't want you. Be gone, be done. Go get you one with more money, but you need to level up first to the type of woman that can do it. Okay. So, do you get bored being home sometimes? No. I my kids and I just went to get our nails done. We went to eat. We came back. They're in there. We watched YouTube. Now I'm on YouTube. I'm probably gonna. I cooked. Well, I didn't cook. I had one of those pre. made meals that they prepare and you just warm it up and it's like healthy. I had one of those. I didn't eat, they ate, and then I came back and made me something. Um, yeah, we have fun. I have fun all the time. I could pretty much I don't stay home. I can go shop. Okay. I can go get hair done, nails done. I can go buy makeup. I can, you know, go out to eat. I can go to happy hour. I can do all that. Not happy hour, but lunch. So of course I don't get bored being at home because I'm totally free. Do you get bored on your day off from work? Every day is a day off. Every day is vacation. Um, except for when I have to do consultations, then that's my work time. That's only like 30 minutes, you know. So, and I do what I really like doing. So anything I do pertaining to YouTube or level up, I enjoy it. And it's not even like work at all. It's like talking to a friend or helping somebody get to where they need to get, you know. I mean, some people have friends that they stay with on the phone for hours trying to tell them to do right. And they do that for free. Do you earn enough from YouTube? I earn enough. Yeah, just from my whatever, I earn enough to I earn enough to live nice without James. Okay. Um, but I'm lucky because I don't have to pay for it. I just save my money. If there's something that I really want that I don't ask James for, I can go and get it. You know what I'm saying? If I want a new car tomorrow, I don't have to ask. I can go get it. Because I have money like that. And the reason I do is because he pays for everything and I can save it. Okay. Um, and if there was ever an emergency situation and, I have enough saved that I can pretty much like be good for the rest of my life, you know. Um, and I'll still have more coming in because I'm not gonna stop doing what I do. The point was when I first met James, I didn't. And since I was allowed to stay home, raise my kids, nurture my kids, teach my kids, find myself, find what I really love to do, um, take care of myself, put myself first. Then I came to the realization that I want other women to be able to experience this too, who don't think that they should be able, that who don't think that they deserve to experience it, or who is not allowed per se to experience it. I wanted people to know that it's possible and they should aim for that and not aim for the least, but aim for the most. So by living that experience, I decided to help other people. Even though I'm not married to a mega millionaire that, can fly me here and take me to this country and that country and lavish me with a Lamborghini and stuff like that. I don't care. I cared about not having to work for somebody, not having to get up every day, not have, and unless it's to care for my children, not having to do it. That's what I cared about. And of course, I wasn't paying no bills. And of course, I had to have a nice car. Didn't have to be a Lamborghini, but it had to be nice. Okay. So I had my standards. And, the women that look 10 times better than me, their standards can be 10 times higher. And that's how it should be. You know, a woman that's 10 times more beautiful than I am should have a Lamborghini. I'm just saying. Okay. She should live in a mansion. She should have a millionaire husband. If you look 10 times better than me and you don't, then something is wrong with you. That's just plain. That's just plain and simple. If you look 10 times better than me and you're not with a rich man who's fully taking care of you, if you're not with a millionaire man who's fully taking care, you wasting your pretty, like Michaela said, you wasting it. It's going down the garbage. It's going down the garbage disposal. It's being flushed down the toilet, rinsed down the sink. Okay? Because if you look better than me and you paying anybody's bills, something's wrong with you. That's all I'm gonna say. And I'm not even saying I look that great, but if you look anytime, if you even look like me or close to me, you shouldn't be working. Okay? I'm serious. That's my book, Too Pretty to Work. Go get it on Amazon. It's an ebook. Too Pretty to Pay Bills. That's the name of my book. Too Pretty to Pay Bills. And and it's a guide. It's not even a story or nothing. It's just a guide. If you don't even like reading, you'll finish this book in 30 minutes because it's a guide. You keep it with you. It's an ebook on there. You can access it from your phone or your computer, and you can take it with you when you go on freestyling so you can remember stuff. It's just a guide to help you remember what you deserve and how to get it. Okay. So I'm promoting myself. Too Pretty to Pay Bills. Go get that ebook right now. If you got Amazon Prime, I think it's free. So anyway, um, what if you're not beautiful but decent looking? Then get beautiful. Okay. You want a decent life or you want a beautiful life? Go to Sephora, go to the wig store, go to AliExpress. They'll hook you up. And if an ugly man can go to a beautiful drag queen, you have no excuse. Y'all see them transformation videos of women who look like another creature after they're done. You can do all of that. Yes, I said a creature. Um, and I can joke because I can joke about myself, which is the reason why I do allow trolls, and I don't care. If you don't have a sense of humor in this world, you're overly, you let people criticize you, and you don't know who you are, it will get to you. But if you know who you are, people can say anything, and it doesn't even matter because if they're not paying bills, they're not important. Point blank. Okay. If they're not paying bills, their opinion is not important. Okay. Thank God I am ESTP and I don't take anything. Me too. I don't take nothing personally. I mean, if people talk about my kids, yeah, I'll defend my children. But talk about me, I'll just laugh and make a joke about you. It doesn't matter to me. But and a lot of people are not as strong, or they may be a little bit more sensitive. They might have been raised a little bit different. People have different stories, and not everyone is going to be able to be the same way. But you can choose to get upset, or you can choose not to get upset. That's the whole point. You can choose to think about something else and do something else. So you said you're very sensitive. And see, that's the thing. And you guys, people that are very sensitive are easily taken advantage of. Once a man sees how sensitive you are, oh, he knows how to work that to his advantage. So that's another thing. Stop showing how sensitive you are. If you're sensitive and you can't help it, go somewhere and be sensitive and then come back with a straight face, you know. But yeah, your husband left me for a fat and ugly because of personality. Ricky B. Ricky B, are you a man? Because is your husband a man and you're a man? Because that's totally different. Hmm. Anyway, pretty don't mean everything. Oh, you're a woman. Okay, your name. See, these names got me confused. Maybe she's paying bills. Maybe she's doing stuff you weren't doing. And maybe he wants to be. And here's the thing: a man will leave you for an ugly woman because she makes him the center of his attention. And if he has that much low self-esteem and needs a ugly fat, you know, woman full of personality, that which is nothing wrong with it because that's how a lot of couples are, then that's what he needs. You picked the wrong one. Okay. You gotta find someone that even the ugly women don't want. Okay. Or a man that has enough confidence in himself to understand that certain things represent status. Certain things represent status, like a beautiful woman. Okay. So you gotta figure out who you're dating and who you're marrying. Okay. If your man didn't understand that status equal beautiful woman equals status, then he's going to take anything that makes him feel good about himself. You know, not saying that that was right, but obviously he wants to feel good about himself this year. Obviously. And if my husband left me for someone that looked worse than me, I would it would be a joke. I would be laughing. I would be like, girl, he done got that glaucoma because he sure can't see. Um, okay. He done got that glaucoma. Oh well, on to the next. Oh, he done got tired of working. Oh, he trying to retire. Oh, he trying to be served. That's all I'ma think. Better her than me. Oh, he wanna look good now. Well, go ahead. Do your thing. You're 30. Is 30 late? Should I settle with any no, 30. I'm gonna be 40 in March. And I could still get out and go get it if I wanted to, if I was single. Okay. Um what about 47? If you still look good, go aim high in the age. Don't date a 47-year-old, date a 60-something-year-old. What? That was a dumb question. Thank you, Starlight Starbright. Thank you for sharing your wisdom with us. I get wealthy men, but was always the nice girlfriend and wife so naive. I'm so sorry. Nice women finish last. What if I'm pretty but have three children? Why does he have to know? Unless he's ready to be their stepdad, he don't need to know you have kids. Hmm. Does James cook for himself every day? He'll either stop and get something to eat, go out to eat, or he'll come home and cook. Or if I cooked, which is rare, then he'll eat, or he'll probably have already eaten. Look, I don't live in one of them countries where people got to cook every day. I live in America where there's food. I live in Houston, and you can't even walk a mile without running into a restaurant. Okay, food is not enough. Food don't matter. It don't matter who cook it. Did you eat? That's all that matters. I'm not one of them wives that are gonna be slaving over a stove for a husband. Ever. If I was, I wouldn't look like this. Okay. And I'm not even saying I'm all that. I'm just saying I know I look good enough to not to have to cook every day. And so I took advantage of it. I'm just being honest. I know there's more beautiful women than me cooking every day, but they don't have to. They really don't. If you love to cook, then cook. Once you get tired of it, you should have the option to not do it anymore. I was in culinary school. I used to cook all the time. I used to cook gourmet stuff. I cook restaurant quality food and I used to get paid. But that doesn't mean I'm going to do it every day. Just because I cook don't and I like to cook don't mean I will cook, right? If I choose to cook, then it's my choice. Mhm. Should we be good in bed a few times he get it? He ain't had it yet. Act like it was okay the first time so he can come back and try again and try to impress you. A man wants to impress you. If he didn't do a good job the first time, he try to come back and prove it to you more, which means until he proves it to you, he ain't going nowhere. 'Cause he don't want to be like out and have you talking bad about him behind his back. So never act like it was that good. Ever. Except for after y'all get married or after he done gave you a bunch of money. Then you can tell him, even if it wasn't good, you can lie. Okay. Okay. Mhm. Y'all gotta learn how to play the game. It's all psychology. Sure, he talks to me only when I'm pretty. What do you think? He shouldn't see you if you ugly. You know what I mean? He probably don't know you the same person. I'm just kidding. Because he don't want to be seen talking to somebody ugly. Okay? If y'all out in public, he don't want to be seen talking to you if you look bad. When you look good, people can watch. People can see, oh, he's talking to a pretty lady. But if he's talking to you and you looking bad, he has a reputation to protect. Love don't pay your bills, girl. Money does, exactly. Hmm. My sister says she gets turned on watching a man cook. That's what you need to tell him if you hate cooking. Then fall asleep, drink too much wine. Okay, don't ever let a man use you for cooking. That's right. If believe me, they ain't gonna be you. They gonna be trying to use me for everything, but they ain't gonna get nothing. That's good. Um, sure. And the same one with the children. When do I tell him that I have children? When he asks about your family, when he wants to meet your family, when he wants to get serious with you, when you can call him your boyfriend and he's paying your bills. That's when you tell him. Because by then he won't care and it's too late. Nah, he already hooked in. Why married men cheat? Most men cheat, married or single. They all gonna cheat. And you know why? Because they have options. Most of them do. So uh, um, I think Michaela Pink made a video. I forgot what it's called, but she talks about um, how not to ever be faithful to your husband, even because he ain't faithful to you. I don't know. It was funny. Y'all need to go find out. I don't know what it's called. I think it was called something like "You're not married until you're single." No, you're single until you're married, or something like that. You're single until you're married, and she talks about in the other half of that video, but it's hilarious. So if you get married for a man to stay faithful to you, you get married for the wrong reason. You need to be marrying for property, houses, cars, stability, school districts, um, careers, 401ks, because at the end of the day, that's all that matters. Okay. And I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. Because if I was broke and he cheated on me versus if he was broke and cheated on me versus if he has money and cheated on me, there's two different stories. It's two different stories. Okay. I love myself, which is why I look out for myself. If I loved him and not myself, then I would date him broke, let him cheat broke, and end up what? Broke. Now who gets all the love in that situation? Him. Where's my love? Right? And you gonna love so much, you're gonna forget to love yourself. And one day you're gonna wake up broke and no one's gonna love you. You're gonna wake up alone and no one's gonna be there but you. People make dumb decisions based on their love for other people. They forgot to love themselves first, which means choosing the best person for you. Okay. Y'all don't know what love is. If you love yourself, you're going to choose the best person for you. You're not going to be the best person for him. That's the stupidest thing ever. So, what about love? Do you love yourself enough to pick the right person that's going to secure you and your children, your future children, your future generation? Are you going to love yourself enough to not be stupid enough to end up with some broke guy that's going to drag you down? No, that's love. So you're going to go love anything and anybody that pays you attention. And then if y'all have some kids, that's exactly what they're going to do. And you're going to wind up going backwards in life. So yeah, love, wonderful. Love yourself. Um, love your children. Don't love somebody who will never love you or don't even know that you love yourself. So they just treat you any type of way. Right. Um, would you suggest accepting an apartment from a new sugar daddy? He offered to pay half. Half ain't no sugar daddy. Goodbye. Maybe if it was a house, but not no half is not a sugar daddy. What you talking about? Boop. Half. Girl, I just take the word SD out and put in Dusty. No. I mean, if that's the best you can do, then take it. Half is better than nothing. But what happens when he ghosts you? You gonna be able to handle the other half? Get something in your price range while he's paying half that rent. You save and save and save because eventually he's gonna disappear and you're gonna have to start paying the whole rent. Okay. A real sugar daddy would have put a down payment on a mortgage or apartment and paid it up for a year to 6 months. That's not no sugar daddy. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. It might be a sugar daddy to you, but that's not no sugar daddy. um, I have a big head. Thank you. Um, I'm not, yeah, I have a big head. Okay. I love myself. I have high confidence. If I can do it, y'all should be able to do better. Okay. My head is big for y'all. I have to have a big head because some of y'all don't. I have to teach y'all who you are. I know he was hating. I really don't care. Hmm. Shira, my mother in law invites herself to every event we go to, and to top it off, she invites herself to come see house with us. Then just you don't show up. Reschedule it. Have her show up and y'all gone. Y'all ain't even there. And just don't tell her. Oh, I forgot to tell you, we rescheduled. I must have forgotten. Reschedule. Have her showing up at the wrong time. And sometimes in this world you gotta do what is necessary. Um, thank you. I got a newborn. He left us what to do. File child support. Maybe because I put spells on James. He even told me, he's like, I know you put a spell on me, but I think he finds it intriguing because if to even care enough about a man to put a spell on him, that's a compliment. Okay. Because I don't have to do that. I can go get anybody else and put a spell on them. Right? I think he thinks it's cute. Uh-huh. For real. Like, why would I waste my time putting a spell on somebody I don't even want? That's a compliment. Like, I chose you. Still, I chose. It's just being chosen twice. um. Anyway, where do you find quality men in quality places and expensive places? Uh huh. Sure, if her girlfriend is ugly but has game and I'm pretty but with makeup, can I get him? What? Why would here's my thing. I got my mic and knife. If you already know that man has a girlfriend and you competing with another woman who he has not left but still has pursued you, either A, you're gonna have to take him and already know you can do it. You won't even have to ask me this question. If you were able to take him from her, you wouldn't be asking me this question. You already know what you can't do. Okay. So the answer is you probably ain't gonna get him. Okay. When a woman meets a man and he's already attached, she already knows she can get him, especially if she entertains him. When she finds out he has another woman, if she continues to entertain him, she already knows she can take him already. Okay. So, or she doesn't know and she's just going to be used. But a woman with confidence knows who she is and has the game. If she keeps seeing him after she finds out he's married or with a girlfriend and she doesn't think that she could take him, then she's dumb. Okay. So if you don't know you can take him already, then you can't get him. Right. You don't want him in. He haven't done it yet. I took James from shoot. James had a wife and a girlfriend when I met him. I knew I could get him though. I didn't know when I first met him that he had a wife and a girlfriend. I found out later. But the only reason I stuck around is because I knew they weren't no competition. If I could date someone for 3 months, have him paying all my bills, and he got well, he was separated. And he's separated and has a girlfriend, and he haven't uh stopped seeing me yet, then I'm the one. Okay. So I already knew I could, and I did. And I had a whole story about it. I did a whole YouTube video about it called My Confession or something like that. Or I have a confession to make or my confession. Y'all can go look it up. It's funny. So if I could take them, then I can keep them. And I'm not just being confident. He was way older than me, you know. So I calculated that out correctly. I didn't take someone my same age. I didn't take someone who looked better than me. I took someone I knew I was going to be able to keep. Okay. And that's another thing before you take somebody's man. Know that they're not going to do the same thing to you. Because if they did, you would A, benefit off of it, B, still be able to do better, and C, leave with more than what you came in with. So weigh your options. Be smart before you do anything. Don't steal somebody man who broke. Don't steal someone's man whose girlfriend is paying all the bills. That's just dumb. A lot of women don't even know that the men that they're seeing on the side, wife is paying the bills. So unless you know all the details, I wouldn't bother. It's a wonderful idea. Hmm. How to tactfully let him know to the more he pays, spends, the more success he will have to my life. Speaking to me every day. How you respond, how excited you get after he does nice things for you. He's gonna get addicted to that happiness and excitement from you. Um, and American chicks wonder why mail order brides are more popular than ever. Yeah, because they cheap. Shoot, I shop at wish.com all day, every day. No problem. If that's where you like your women from, good for you. Okay. Um, Nothing against mail order brides. I mean, if I was in a third world country, I'd be a I'd be a mail order bride too, because they after the same thing we are, money. Duh. Better lifestyle. You think a mail order bride is gonna marry you and go down from where she's from? No. She just has less, so your little whatever you got seems like it's more. So of course, go for the mail order bride. Shoot. That's all you can afford. Go have it. I would rather have my own. Okay, get your own. I got my own. You know how I got it? By letting a man pay all my bills so that I can start my own business and find my own niche and get my own money and save my own money in my own savings account with my own name on it. Okay, that's how I got my own. Um, so it's good that you'd rather have your own. Find a way to get it without putting in the work. Find a way to get it without being away from your kids. Find a way to get it without leaving your house. Find a way to get it without having to go work for somebody. That's how I got mine. And yeah, you'd rather have your own. So did I, and I got it. And I didn't have to do it by leaving my house. And I let my husband pay for everything so that I could save and save and save and get whatever I wanted and have my own. And without him, I would have my own, because he allowed me to be able to be a mother to my children and a wife without having to go out and work for somebody else 8 to 12 hours a day. And so, with all that free time and all that, time to think and figure out how I can make money without working for anybody, I did it. And I make a lot of money now. So, I have my own. But if I had wanted my own and skipped over James, I would still be working right now. I would be at somebody's job with less money. So sometimes making the correct decision, letting someone else work for you while you figure out the game is the best way. Your advice works even for me, a male sugar baby. I'm stealing a doctor who says he will divorce his wife this year for me and wants to marry me. Should I give him a time frame to do so? No regrets. Yeah, sure. Why not? It's like, this is what you should say. So, well, I need to know what's going to go on because I want to go on vacation in such and such and such and such in June. And if you're not divorced by your wife from then or in the process of getting divorced, then I'm going alone. That means, you probably can't pay for it. So that means you're going to get somebody else to pay for it. So you just let him know that you're willing to do without him if he can't live without you. And be confident with it. Like you have men doctors lined up around the block. Okay? That's why you gotta have doctors lined up around the block. Like, you're nothing special. You a doctor, I got a surgeon waiting on me. So make it seem like you have way better options. And that if he doesn't do what you need him to do, then you're gonna go explore those options. That's what I do. Um Sure, after finding your videos, I met a man of means that want to put my bills and he is asking me what my dream car is because he considered buying it. Are you blessing your subscribers? I'm blessing y'all with game, baby. Congratulations. Um, I just want y'all to be happy, okay? I don't want y'all working at Taco Bell and McDonald's and Ross forever. Or wherever y'all work. The post office, wherever y'all work. I don't want y'all to work there forever. You know? James was separated, not divorced. He might have been going back to his wife. I don't know. But I got him. You snooze, you lose. Okay. I didn't intend to go after a married man knowingly. I mean, I was already dating him after a couple of months, and then I found out, because of course they lie. All married men lie at first. Oh, I'm not married. If he's saying he ain't married, he don't want to be married. That was clue number one that he didn't want that he was gonna choose me because he ain't married. Not in his mind. So he gonna lie. That means I'm worth his marriage if he gonna lie to me about it. That's clue number one. I'm worth his marriage. Now, if a man comes straight out and tell you I'm married from the beginning, you're not what he really wants. You're the side chick. If he doesn't tell you he's married, in his mind, he's not married, and you can take him. Okay. If he says, "Oh, hi, I like you, but I'm married, and this has to be a secret, and we have to be discreet," that means don't get up in my business. I ain't leaving my wife, and not yet anyway. And know your place. Now, if you meet him and he's like, "Oh, I'm not married. Let's go here, let's go there. What do you want? Can I pay your bills?" That you the one. All that money could have been going to wife. All that money could have been going to that household. All that money can be going into the mortgage or whatever that they were paying, but it's going to you, which means you can get them. Wherever the attention goes, wherever the money flows, that's where he goes. Okay, so know that. Hmm. Somebody writing it down. I like them little hands with the pen. That's funny. Um, Listen carefully to what he says. If he keeps talking about leaving his wife, he ain't gonna leave his wife. He buying time. If he says, "Do you really love me?" If I were to leave my wife, how would our life be? That means he thinking about it, and you didn't even have to tell him. Okay. So if he talks about the future with you and you didn't even bring it up, he's thinking about it. So all you got to do is take it and use it the way you need to use it in order to either speed it along or make it come into fruition even faster, because now you're contributing as well to making your future. But I'm not telling y'all to go steal somebody's man or husband. I'm just saying that some men want to be stolen. Some men don't even want to be married. Some men need a woman to tell them it's okay to leave because they can do better. Just like some woman may need a sugar daddy to validate her so she can leave her dusty. Okay, it does work both ways now. I mean, if your wife is sitting at home looking like Bonetta, or if your wife is Bob the Builder, or if your wife is sitting at home telling you what to do and don't make you feel like a man anymore, you can be attracted to something else, you know? Bonetta is the lady that wears the bonnets at home. For y'all that don't know, Bonetta, or who look a mess when they're around their house. Hmm. Um, Thank you, Jasmine Billy, for the donation. But I always say it's easier if the man is not married. So if you can avoid it, avoid it. But I already knew what I was gonna get. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take it. So I was Alicia Keys. I got it. Ah, okay. If he's married, he'll probably spend more. Okay. Shira, how did you win over then I was me. Can't compete against what you don't know. No, honestly, I was younger. I was just younger and more fun, and I was cute, and I had many options. And oh, all his friends were waiting in line for him to either dump me or for me to dump him. And his friends were successful. That's the last thing you want to see your woman move on to your friend who has money and you still stuck with the wife you cheating on because you don't really want to be there no more. So make sure you meet his friends and they like you just as well. Mm, wow, James it did introduce me to his friend. He couldn't wait to show me off. Shoot. Thank you, Shay. Sure, I met a rich older man on this dating site. He's 65, I'm 31. Although I put 25 on my profile, when do I tell him my real age? Never. He don't care. You still young. 30 and 25 is 31 and 25 is not a difference to a 65-year-old man. They don't care. As long as you look young, you good. Y'all all young to him. I tell people I'm almost 40. Oh, you still young. Okay. I was getting my nails done today at the nail shop, and the Asian guy that was doing my nails, he's like, "Oh, your skin is so pretty. Oh, you look so young. You take good care of yourself." I'm like, "I try." And he said, "Yeah, a lot of women that come in here, they're like 25 and looking older than you." I'm like, "I," because when you doing somebody nails, you real up close on them. I said, "Oh, it's just makeup." He says, "No, it's not makeup. I see your hands." I think he was trying to get a tip, but anyway, he was still telling the truth. Thank you, Jasmine Billings. Well, anyway, he was going on to say that he was just going on to say that I looked young for because I brought Layla and Sasha in there, so he saw that I had older daughters, and but people notice, if you take care of yourself or not. Because I know, like, and a lot of people don't even know what taking care of yourself means. A lot of ladies that are new to my channel or in the pre-level up group or in the level up group or because a lot of ladies don't really know what taking care of yourself really 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 means. Some of y'all do because some of y'all look better than me, shoot, but some of y'all don't know what it is. So taking care of yourself means always making sure that you're doing things to benefit yourself, like scrubbing, washing your face, making sure your skin is good. You know, um, Drinking plenty of water. Making sure your hands, nails, skin is nice. Making sure it's soft and looks soft enough to somebody want to touch it. And like when someone grabs your hand, it's soft and not hard like a man. When a man approaches a woman and he sees how soft you look and how um, you know, shiny and sparkly you are. They want to touch. They want to grab your hand and feel a soft hand, not a rough, calloused hand. They don't want to smell must. They want to smell perfume. You know, they want to feel soft skin. They want that feminine essence. So if you don't scrub your face, if you don't wash your face, if you don't pluck your eyebrows or wax your eyebrows or thread your eyebrows, if you don't put oils and lotions on your skin, if you don't keep your nails nice, if you don't smell good all the time, you know, then you're not going to attract a masculine male. You're just not. And or a provider male at that. Provider men like women that look like women. Okay. They like for you to wear nice things. They like for you to smell good. They like for you to feel good. They like for you to represent them. You know, they don't like for you to look like you out there working just as hard as them when you're not. If you got a provider man and you look like you've been working harder than him, something is wrong. And he blind. He got the glaucoma too. Okay. Even if you like gardening or doing things that make your hands rough, get you some gloves. Okay. You ever seen, people whose hands look older than them? Get you some gloves. Get you some lotion, get you some oils. Exfoliate your hands because a lot of times hands don't match faces. Get you some gloves. They have these sleeping gloves now. You put this lotion on your hands and then you put the gloves on and you go to sleep. It's hand therapy. Get you some Crabtree and Evelyn hand therapy. It's worth it. I don't know if y'all like Avon, get y'all that Avon or Mary Kay hand recovery, whatever. If you have rough hands, because that's number one. A man touches your hand and it's hard, it's a turn off. Ask any man in here. You ever grabbed a woman's hand and it was hard and crusty? So make sure you're taking care of yourself on every level. Every level. Anything that's gonna moisturize and keep your hands soft. I don't care what you use. Use whatever you can use. Okay. You said the pimp game is real. Right. Advice for wanting to start your own business from scratch. Have an idea. You have an idea. What are you good at? What's in demand? Will it make money? Do you have money to start it? Write a business plan. See if there's a demand for it. The value you put on yourself also matters very much. Yep. We were discussing that for most of the video. Love yourself. Your hands are rough. You better go get you get that manicure with the wax, the exfoliating, put oil on it every night, put lotion on it every night, wear those moisturizing gloves to sleep every day until they're not rough anymore. Okay. Because you don't want rough hands. What if you met someone and you're like, "Oh, let me hold your hand. Oh, let me rub some oil on your back." And then it felt like you were scratching them instead of massaging them, or it got turned off because they feel like a man's hand is on their back. Like, ooh, that's rougher than my hands. So, yeah. So the whole video was basically about getting in where you fit in. If you know you can't snag a millionaire, go for middle class that can fully provide. If you can't snag a rich man, I mean, if you can't snag a millionaire, marry somebody that's, at least rich and can provide. You might not be able to get what Miss America can get. You might not be able to get what, Instagram, model can get. You might not be able to get what, you know, Becky, the ex cheerleader from high school, can get. You might be able to, but you might be able to get a decent guy who's going to take care of you because he values you because you value yourself. And you might not still have to work. You might live in a middle class neighborhood, which there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I don't even know what rich would mean because depending on what state you live in, you could be rich. But however you define rich, if you can go out and buy whatever you want whenever you want, not including Lamborghinis and, big ticket items like that. But if you can pretty much do what you want and not have to worry about money or check bank accounts, to me that's rich. You know, if you're, or upper middle class. If you don't ever have to look at your bank account until you just curious, you good. Okay. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, financial freedom. I feel like financial freedom is rich. If you're financially free, I think you're rich. If you never have to look at your bank account, you're rich. If you have to look at it every week, you might be middle class. If you got to look at it every 5 minutes, you probably broke. You know what I'm saying? Okay. She will have to get respected and be superior to him. You can't be superior to a man because it's the first time. Because if you're superior to a man, then you're masculine to him. Okay, you can mentally be superior to them, but not on the uh, level that he knows. Okay, I think there's a saying. Be I forgot the saying. It was a good one too. Be as wise as the serpent, but humble as the dog. I don't say be humble like a dog, but be as wise as the serpent and humble as the dog. That is true superiority. Okay. Mhm. I said a dog. She said it's a dove. Thank you, girl. I must have been thinking about dogs today because I talked about dogs earlier. We were talking about someone asked me, um, what about love? I said, you can love a dog after a week or a couple of months after you get them from the pound. What's love got to do with it? You can learn to love anybody. Thank you, Tanisha V. My fiance and I have agreed that my money goes to my student loan and car payment and that he has the rest taken care of. Thank you. That's so good, girl. See, and I know he probably feels even more masculine now. He probably feels better about himself, don't he? Congratulations. Um, Animals die quicker than humans. Some animals, not all animals. The tortoise lives a long time. Parrots live a long time. So some cats live longer than people. Mhm. Thank you for correcting me because that was a good quote, and I wouldn't want anybody to go around talking about a dog. It still makes sense because dogs are pretty humble, right? So either way, um, your cat 17, really? I can't be respected because of being humble. What should I do? I think I'm submitted. What? He think I'm submitted. I said be as wise as the serpent and humble as the dove. Dove. I said dog, but I meant dove. So when you're wise, people know there's a when you're wise and cunning and you're not really subservient, people know. They know you're acting. They appreciate it. They know you can snap on them in 2 seconds if you chose to, and that's why they like you because they know you can, but you don't. Okay. So just like James, he know I'm not stupid. I can go circles around James, but I don't do it. Not in public. Not even just to keep the peace. Because the fact that I already know I can do it, why even do it and waste my time? He already knows. Thank you, Jasmine Billings. My sugar daddy won't send me a flat screen. Get his credit card number and order it and say it's for a tire or two tires. All right, there you go. You're 19. He taught me so much. I'm now being 100% taken care of, like you. Oh, congratulations. Um, you're a savior to in helping women. Not anyone listening to you is stupid. Thank you. Um, the reason I'm making this video is because some people will never get a wealthy man. That doesn't mean you don't strive to get a provider man. Okay. Now, if you look decent and you're able to get a wealthy man, of course, you're stupid if you don't try. But if you're not able and you doing the best you can do, great. But if you're looking beautiful and you look good and you have a nice body and you can attract a man of means and you just want a dusty or a regular dude, then something is wrong with you because you can do better. You know, even if it's just for the game or for the benefit of it. Not everyone stays with their first husband. You could get in and get out. All I'm saying is if don't waste the pretty, like she said. Don't waste it. If you look good enough to get somebody with money, go get it. Don't be hanging around a dusty. That's a waste of time. I would be mad at you too if you look decent. Now, and if I know you can't get something good, then I'm gonna be trying to like, well, what have you tried someone that works? I would try to help you the best I could, but all I'm saying is if you look good enough, don't waste your time with broke or middle class. If you look good enough to get you a millionaire, go get one. Mhm. Thank you, Maria. You're 32, look good, and have my own successful business, but I'm only attracting dusties because you have your own successful business. Do you tell them about your successful business? Because if you tell them about your successful business, they think they're successful too because they're going to be dating you. Never talk about your business. Never talk about your money. Never talk about what you have to men because if they want it, then they're going to be attracted to you. If they don't even need it or want it, they don't really care what you do. They are more interested in you than your business. So stop telling people. Maybe you're telling too many people. So don't tell people. I always tell people, oh, I'm a part time receptionist. That's what you need to keep your career as. It's a part time receptionist. They don't make any money. It sounds professional. It sounds like you have something to do. It sounds like you get up every day just like they do. It sounds like you go out and do something, but they already know you have zero money. And the little money you have is going to barely keeping yourself afloat. So they already know you're going to ask them for some money. They already know that they can't ask you for any, but at least you still have something to do. Even if you're a lawyer, lie and say that you're a receptionist at a law office. Why? Because if they're interested in you, they won't care what you do. If they're interested in what you can offer them, then that's when they're going to care about what you do. It's telling you you are a student, okay? It's fine for me, but some men don't take students seriously. They think you're a play toy sometimes. So I don't know. Um, I would say I'm in school right now. It sounds better than a student. Think about it. Use the words I'm in school right now. It separates you from being seen as young and dumb versus, oh, she's trying to better herself. Let me help her. The words are very important. So use different words. Don't say I'm a student because that means you don't know anything. You're still learning. If you say I'm in school right now, sounds better and they know you have bills. If a man doesn't want you anymore, that means it's time to move on, baby. I would never beg a man to want me. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. Okay? If you doing that, something wrong with you. That's why he don't want you. Okay? That's the reason. Any Always knock your career down a few pages. Of course. Why wouldn't you? Men of means, or most men aren't attracted to women that are competition to them career wise or in competition, career wise. They don't care what you do. Do you look good? Will you represent them? Are you going to look good on their arm? Do you make them smile? They don't care what you do at work when you're not with them. Unless they need some of your money. Okay. Mhm. So, thanks for your advice. I got the ring, girl. What? Got the ring? Congratulations. Get the ring. You got it. That's so good. Thank you. Thank you for watching, and now you got the ring. Good girl. See? Another one. Believe me, if I had met James and gone on and on and on about what I did for a living and career and my goals for the next 5 years and how I want to do that, I wouldn't be with him today. I promise you, because he didn't care, and he still don't care. Um, Now, different cultures are different. Okay, I know a lot of people that live in Asia, India, Asia, China, Japan. Their culture pushes them to be a career woman or career man, and that they teach their kids and sons, oh, you need to go after a woman with career. That's not in America. Okay, that's not in America. The reason I feel like a lot of cultures do that is because they're trying to represent, their culture as being, um, smart, driven, and A, B, C, and D, right? But are they happy? You know, are you going to be happy doing that? That's my thing. Um, you don't have to marry within your culture. You can marry an American man. You can marry somebody that doesn't require you to work. You can marry somebody from England or, a country where they don't care if you work or not. You don't have to stay in your culture. You can marry an Americanized version of your culture. Like for example, a lot of men, let's just use the black man. So, a lot of black men think that a woman has to work just as hard as he does. Go get you a Nigerian who will not let you work. He's still of African descent and you ain't got to do nothing. Okay. So, because I know somebody was getting ready to go off because they were in the comments looking at like they was about to get mad. So I used the flip, the flip on them. Okay. So marry outside of cultural thinking. How about that? Because there are Asian men in America who provide for their wives. I see them across the street. There are Asian men in America that don't require their wife to do any type of work. Okay. Hey, Sasha. What you trying to do? Sneak up. You can go ahead. Go. You don't have to sneak around. It's your house. um. So that's kind of, you know, get online and look up American Asians, American Indians. Well, that sounds kind of funny. Not Native American, but you know what I mean. Go find somebody that's already here. Have them bring you here. Have them provide and take care of you. Be a male or a bride. You said you're an Asian. Hey. I used to work with all Asians. Vietnamese. They adopted me. They were like, "We're gonna teach you how to eat pho." They taught me about like all these things, like spiritually. They taught me about. They gave me Chinese New Year money. I was like, "Hey, Poppy Crust." I like that name. Thank you so much for the donation. Do I use reverse psychology for a marriage on a 73-year-old girl? He ain't gonna remember what you told him. You can use any psychology. You're 25 years old and he didn't tick the marriage box on internet dating sites. He probably widowed. Yeah, he ready for a wife. He probably done already had a wife. Um, you feel like Nigerians have other wives back in Nigeria? Well, you know they can marry more than one. And also, as long as you got what you want, does it really matter? Like, what are you in it for? The faithfulness or the money or the lifestyle? You know, while he's there, you can do so whatever you want to do too. Um, now it's the kid's house. Yeah, it will be when I leave it to him when I'm gone. Unless we sell it and get something else, leave them whatever that. See, I'll be able to leave my kids this. This will be theirs. Hmm. I'm gonna leave them a will and not a won't. Um, you love pho? Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, so I was talking about. I used to work with all Asians. It, they were cool. I had fun. I said that I had to quit. I quit because I was pregnant, and I was working in a food lab because I had just finished culinary school, and I was being so bougie. I'm not going to work at a restaurant. I'm going to work with food scientists in the food lab because y'all know I'm a scientist. And so I worked in a food lab, and we had fun. We go out to lunch every day. They teach me about their culture. It was fun. They would ask me about black people. Why do they do this? And why do they do that? And I would ask them about Asian people. Why do y'all do this? Why, we would have fun, but we really get the answers that we were looking for. But, we were in a comfortable space to actually talk about certain things. Uh, do I need a wig to level up? I have flat hair. Um, I don't know. I have to see your picture. You know what I think? I think everybody should have a wig. Just to have one, you know, just because. And I mean, you have to wear it all the time. I just think every woman should have a wig. Just one that makes her feel and look a little bit different or better. I don't think every woman should wear a wig every day of their life, but I think a woman should at least have one in her life and wear it and see how it feels. That's all I think. Don't knock it till you try it. She says, Misha says, I'm Indian and we even use wigs. I would too. I don't know what episode it was, but I think it was the real talk. Everyone on this around the table started taking out their extensions and wigs, all of them. Not, you know, people wear wigs, people wear hair extensions, people wear clip-ins. There's nothing to be ashamed of. If it makes you look better and you can get some money, go ahead and do it. Okay, you rather be sitting there with a bald head and a bonnet on broke or a wig on with some money. I know which one I'm doing. Okay. I'm just gonna be real. Mhm. Can you film a day in the life? I think I did that a couple times. It might be under my vlogs. I have. I have a playlist of vlogs, perhaps, with someone in there. Hmm. Um, if you don't need a wig, you don't need a wig. If you have your hair look like a wig, you good. You know, they make wigs to look like women with hair that most women like. If you whatever type of wig you want, get it. It don't have to be something stereotypical. It could be what you like. Hmm. Share greetings from your Asian fan. Hey, Ray Ray. Where you from? You here? Sure, are oracles telling the truth? Only you know that. I love my hair touches My waist, all mines. Okay. Mhm. As long as it looks good, you good. Um, you're 25 and he's a 20-year-old doctor. I'm white, he's black. He see me like extraordinary. Am I doing it right? 29-year-old doctor ain't got no money unless he come from a rich family. If he comes from a rich family, then you're doing it right. And he'll probably have some other chicks on the side. But he just barely getting out of medical school and he probably got a ton of student debt or student loan. And he ain't gonna be living large for a while. So I don't know. Wait till they get some gray in their own practice. Then you go get them. Go get you an old doctor. You ain't no young a young doctor can't do anything. When I was younger, I dated this Nigerian dude and his sister was a doctor and they all lived in the same apartment. And she was broker than me when I was that age. I was like 17. So thank you, C, for the donation. So doesn't mean you have money. Go get somebody with some gray hair. That's where the money is. And look for the gray. Okay. Look for the owner of own practice. Mhm. You're not natural, but you still don't wear wigs. I was wearing a hat all day. My hair, like I've been wearing wigs for a while. My hair grew so much under that wig. I probably won't even need a wig in a couple of months. Um, because I cut my hair like this short last year. My hair is down to here now. And I know if I wouldn't have worn a wig and I would have been messing with it every day, putting products in it, flat ironing it, handling it, touching it, it wouldn't have grown that fast or as healthy as it grew. So, I mean, because I had long hair, but it had split ends and I had to cut it. And I wore wigs because they gave me a different look. I could do different things with my look. Um, they were fun. You know, you get different reactions. It's fun. Mhm. Does James wear a wig? Nope. His hair too short. Sure, you're the most beautiful spirit. Oh, thank you, Destiny. 44. Thank you. I appreciate that. Um, mhm. What was I doing at 17? Living life. I graduated by then. Um, I was dating, going out, having fun, dating, chilling, having fun. Like most. They fun until what? They're fun until sex and he tries to pull your hair. LOL. I don't think even when I had my real hair, I don't think anybody ever pulled my hair. um, when I was wearing my hair, anybody they better not, because then I'm gonna file assault charges. Okay, I don't get down like that. You ain't got enough money to be pulling people hair. Okay, why you want to pull hair? Do you know it ain't real? And if it is real, then what if you yank my neck and I end up dead and we on Law and Order SUV episode? Thank you, Market Research Nerd, for the donation. I like that name. It's funny. So yeah, they already know it's not real. They only grabbing it. Why would they? I don't know. Um, thank you. You're an ugly duckling. Oh well, as long as your wallet pretty, women are good with that. Sure, I'm graduated and highly level up, but guys think that I'm rich and they expect me to pay as well. That's why you gotta lie, say that you're a part-time receptionist. hmm They know you don't have any money to spare. That's it. Oh, what do you do for a living? I'm a part-time receptionist. If you look good and they don't need your money, they won't even care. Like, oh wow, that's nice. And when you say part-time receptionist, it means A, you look good enough to be a receptionist in a forefront of a nice business. B, you're always around businessmen who either A own the company or maybe if it's at a law firm or something, lawyers, attorneys, whatever. And you have options. It means you don't pay on dates because you how's a grown man gonna ask you to pay for something when you are part-time? Anything. Always use the word part-time. They will never ask you to pay if you use the word part-time. Eh. I started real young. Yes. No, I mean, this is just common sense. A lot of this stuff. A lot of this stuff is just common sense. Well, if I say I'm part-time, no one's gonna expect me to pay for anything, you know. Hmm. Well, if I say I'm just a receptionist, no one's gonna expect me to do anything for them. Hmm. Mhm. You know, a nurse in training only attracts dusties. A part-time receptionist. Does a dusty can't do nothing with that. You ain't even gone full time. He can't even borrow your car. Sure, I can't handle it anymore. Is it okay to drop it off? What? I don't know what you're saying. Do you think men of means prefer Brazilian waxes? I don't know. It don't matter what they prefer. Um, if they don't ever see it. Hi, Shira. Do you get a man to pay your bills though you still a student? Ask them, tell them what you need. Baby talk. Huh? What about flight attendant? Nope. Makes you sound like, uh, um, unless you're a private jet flight attendant and the people that you serve know that, that's it. Don't tell, like for me, I wouldn't tell people I was a flight attendant because they have a certain reputation, even if it's not true. People always think flight attendants sleep around, you know? So I really wouldn't say flight attendant. I would just be like, I'm a part-time receptionist at a dentist office. Dentists have a lot of money. So and if you look good, they already know the dentist is after you. You might go from part-time to no time because they're gonna take care of you. Okay. You see how lying can get you set up? If you look really good and you say I am a part-time, that means you weren't even qualified for the job, but they just wanted you there so bad they gave you part-time because you can't handle full-time. At a dentist office, name a nice area in this area. The man already knows why you only part-time and that that dentist is after you. So, first of all, that's some unspoken competition right there. He knows that dentist asks you to lunch every day or brings you lunch every day because you look good and you only part-time. He knows you didn't get hired for your expertise. So, that goes deeper than just lying about your career. You know what I'm saying? Well, do you like working there? Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Sometimes my boss is a little weird. That's why I gotta say it's weird. But other than that, it's okay. Do you want to work? No, I really don't like working. I have dreams of, starting my own online, business or whatever. But it pays the little bill. It pays the bills for now, at least some of them. Right there, you're letting him know you ain't got no money. You need some more bills paid. Your boss is creepy. You don't want to work. And he's eliminating the competition straight off the bat if he starts paying all your bills. That's how you get your stuff paid for, right? So always throw in the creepy boss. Even if you don't have one, make one up. You know, if they really like you, they won't want you working there anymore. They'll take care of you. So use your brain. It's very easy to get what you want if you just think about how to get it. Think about it. Hmm. But it's nothing intimidating, right? Um, if y'all look, I'm gonna tell y'all ladies a secret. If you went to school, you spent all that parents' money or your own money, or got in debt to get you a little degree that you want to go wave around and tell somebody what you do for a living, go ahead and do it. I have my degrees, but you don't see me waving them in the air. I don't even use them. I don't have to. But if you want to go show off a couple of times, go ahead. After you realize they don't care, then you go back to what I'm telling you about the part-time receptionist and move forward. Okay. Um, go ahead. I know y'all can't wait to go wave them degrees around and impress some grown men who already got money in their pocket that don't need yours. Or you're gonna go impress the wrong Dusty and you're gonna be paying his bills. But after you're done, do what I told you. Okay? Because that's what's gonna happen. No man cares about your career. They just don't. Especially if they have their own money. They don't care. You're the only thing that's gonna impress them is you can impress their friends. If you look good on their arm, they don't care what you do. So that's why I'm trying to tell you. I care what you do. Your mom cares what you do. You care what you do. Your dad cares what you do. They don't unless they need some money. Okay. So it doesn't mean to stop doing it. It means just don't tell them what you're doing. Okay. You can be a lawyer, doctor, student. You could be making a lot of money, but they don't ever have to know that. Okay. Gold digging or dating men of means is not for broke women. Okay. It's for any woman. I can have 100,000, 200,000 in my bank account. I'm still gonna lie and tell people I don't work, and you know, sometimes I might temp or something like that. They never gonna know what I have. Everything I have in excuse. Oh, my mom left me that, or my even though she's still alive. Oh, my mom gave me that, or I got my grandma left me that. They not gonna know. I'm borrowing my sister's car. You know, la 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 la. Because as soon as a man sees that you have nice things, like really nice things, they get turned off because they can't impress you. They can't impress you anymore. You know, if you pull up in a 2018 Benz, they can't do anything with you. They can't impress you. You know what I'm saying? My husband only cares for me to stroke his ego. He doesn't care I was a medical professional with a degree. He just wants to laugh and his lame jokes and let him be a man. That's exactly right, AC. Exactly. They don't care. The only ones who care are the ones who need your help. Mhm. I don't care what y'all do. That's if you can get you a man, do whatever you need to do. You know what I'm saying? And if you find the right man, he can pay for you to go back to school if you want to go back to school. It doesn't even matter. Mhm. And then you won't be in debt because he'll be paying for it. Hmm. What are the supplements that I take for my beautiful skin? Oh, thank you. I take a lot. I'm actually going to start. Actually looking into a product line that I'm going to start start up as a business for supplements for your skin and your beauty. I'm taking my copper drops, which are really good for your skin. You can even put in a spray bottle and spray. So copper is really good for your skin. So of course I take biotin. That's a really good supplement. Hmm. Anyway, you guys, the whole point of this video was getting where you fit in, where you don't have to work. Too Pretty to Pay Bills. Go get my book on Amazon.com. It's free if you have like the Kindle app, I think, or what you call it, Amazon Prime. All right. Mm-hmm. Should I downplay where I've traveled as well? Yep. That way you get to go again. Okay. Name only a few places that aren't that impressive. Let him take you again or somewhere better. Is it okay to drop university? I don't care what you do. It's your life, you know. Um, I never dropped anything, but I don't use my degrees. Hmm. But back then it was a lot different. Nowadays, you don't have to go to college to make money unless you're planning on being a doctor, an attorney, some type of person that deals with like engineering and stuff like that. But if you're, yeah. Nowadays, you shoot. It's so easy to make money without doing anything. I just feel like unless you're going for something special like that, then I don't know what. What are you going to school for? Mhm. Online tutoring. Yep. Lazy, 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 and pretty new title. Yep. They say laziest people make the best the best ways to get paid. Okay. With the least work. So that's a compliment. Lazy but paid. And you ain't lazy, but you ain't paid. So what does that tell you? You're in medicine, but my hair are going white because of stress. Okay. Do you want to be a doctor? Do you want to be in medicine? Do you want Here's my thing. If you ain't cute, stay in school. You might be able to get your man being a doctor, but he ain't gonna be the man to take care of you. Unless he's another doctor that's old and ugly and want to marry another doctor. I don't know. All I'm saying is if your parents already paid for you to go to school, finish school. You ain't got to tell them you're a doctor. They got hair dye. But for me, I don't want to be a doctor. I don't want to see sick people all day. Okay. I don't care about being in the hospital wearing a white coat. I can go buy me a white coat. Okay. At the end of the day, it's what makes you happy. You know, I'd rather be a housewife with my kids and YouTuber than say I'm a doctor. Hmm. So I don't know. And eat my guy. You said, wow. It's true. You King LLV or LLW. You want to go to medical school and be a doctor? Oh, you must be lazy. What age did I get my first job? I was 15. Worked as a hostess at a restaurant. Got sexually harassed by a grown man at 15. My manager. So I quit there and worked at McDonald's when I was 16. Got sexually harassed there. Quit. Every job I've been sexually harassed on. So I might as well just get married and be sexually harassed by my husband that's paying all the bill. So, mhm, might as well, right? Every job. You can't go nowhere looking good. It's possible to do anything if you look good. Okay. If you if you go on every day and the first thing comes out your mouth is I have 3 kids, it's not possible to do anything unless that man is a pedophile. If you shut your mouth and get to know people, and when they decide they want to meet your family, bam, here's my family. Okay. Some lady asked if she can level up with 3 kids. With a sugar, can she get a sugar daddy with 3 kids? Happens all the time. You see, there's 2 type of people. People that date with, well, I got 3 kids and everything is about my kids. And all you're doing is telling him, I don't have time for you. I'll settle for less. I'm desperate. Treat me like trash. That's all you're telling him. Welcome, pedophile. I just need me a stepdaddy. That's all you're telling him. Thank you, worships cats. Thank you for the donation. So shut your mouth up, ladies. You don't have to tell people you have kids, especially if they're never going to meet them. Okay. Um, and plus a man don't care if you got 3. He not trying to date your 3 kids. He trying to date you. By the time he get hooked on you, he don't care if you got kids. Hmm. Yeah, most men have kids. That's not going to tell you either. Thank you, Ali, for the donation. Think about it. You meet a man, you fall in love, and he told you he didn't have no kids. And then all of a sudden you find out he got, well, I don't know if it's really mine. Or we didn't get the paternity test yet. But okay, he gonna be lying. So why do you need to tell him until it comes up? You know? You know it's true. Mm-hmm. Stop misleading the ladies. All right. In a perfect world, you will meet a man who won't have as much money, but if you build together, build up your lifestyle together, put a truck in his name and put your name on the mortgage. If you and him both work hard, by the time you're 40, he'll have saved up enough by paying only half the bills to leave you for a younger model and let you start all over except you look old and haggard because you didn't work just as hard as he did. Okay, but don't forget to be Bob the Builder at least once in your life. Don't do it. Don't do it ever. If you can avoid it, just avoid it. See, he looking for a Bob the Builder so he can go get him a cute chick when he's about 40 something. So he can already have his life savings so he can put his down payment on whatever. New house, new car. So I don't think so. If you can't provide, then you don't deserve. Sorry, man. You're not gonna bother to build with me. Or any woman that looks like me, you're not gonna bother to build with them. And if you have, then she was done. And I'm sure she learned her lesson. Come on down, Sasha. Anyway, I gotta go. I'm gonna go to my other channel in a few minutes. But I'll see y'all. Stay realistic. Do it the best you can do, but get a provider. Provider. If you look good enough, get the best you can do. Do the best you can do. Or else you'll always regret it and wonder why you settled. Like, I could have had this type of person. Ugh. Why did I settle with you? You don't want to be that person. So choose wise. All right. Bye.